This week, the United States House of Representatives is slated to take up a measure so explosive, so divisive, that it has shattered every alliance in Washington. It has split the Democratic caucus straight down the middle. It has Republicans turning on Republicans. The American Medical Association is pleading with Congress, and this impacts the physical and mental health of a vast majority of Americans. I mean, sleep scientists are looking to have a revolution soon if this doesn't change. That's right, the next possible American Civil War comes down to one issue. And that issue that's tearing our federal government apart is, what time is it? And yes, I'm going to have a little fun with this, but it is a serious issue that has wide-ranging impacts. But it's also a little silly and completely nonpartisan, so really, let's have a little fun. And a quote from the great Dr. Peter Venkman comes to mind when we're talking about this. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. I can't resist a good Ghostbusters quote, but that is what's going on with the debate over daylight savings time. And 19 state legislatures have already passed laws, and they are waiting on Washington to act on this. Hell, Richard Nixon tried to solve this exact problem back in 1974, and it went so catastrophically bad that Congress reversed itself in under a year. And now there are six competing bills circling the House floor like sharks. And I looked at these 6 bills, and some are good, some are bad, and some are just plain stupid. And I want to go through them. Bill 1, endorsed by me, the Sunshine Protection Act. Permanent daylight savings time. That's the one that's getting a floor vote this week. It's backed by Trump. Can't believe I'm on the same side as him. And basically everyone in Florida. And in Florida, we have exactly one season. And that season is moist. Or if you're one of those people that's bothered by that word, Florida has a wet season. And sure, you basically have 3 types of wet season here. You have cool wet for that 3-week period we call a winter. You have hot wet any other time because of the humidity. Or you just have wet because every single day has a 50% chance of afternoon showers. And I support this bill because, hell, I live in Florida and I want the sun to come up when it's cooler outside. The second bill is the opposite, permanent standard time. That one's backed by the American Academy of Sleep Medicine and the AMA and sleep researchers. Essentially, nerds. And also known as the one group that Congress has never consulted ever. Also, this is the one time that I am against the nerds. Now, Bill 3, it's interesting. It's interesting because it's absolutely insane. Congressman and clearly a chaos gremlin, Greg Steube, wants to split the difference. And hear this, move every clock in America 30 minutes permanently. Half an hour, completely different from the rest of the planet Earth forever. It's like yelling, "You kids stop fighting about your damn clocks, or I swear I'm going to turn this country around and make it 6:30 forever." And bills 4, 5, and 6 basically are different versions of let the states decide, aka the libertarian, everyone has the right to decide their own time, damn it. But look, this fight can be a little fun because it's not really a partisan thing. It's geographic. Frank Pallone, a Democrat, is all in on permanent daylight savings because it'll boost New Jersey tourism. Yet, Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Annette Berrigan, also Democrats, are dead set against it because it'll put kids at bus stops in the pitch black winter mornings. And again, I cannot believe that this issue has me agreeing with Donald Trump and Florida Republicans. What is happening? I think we have finally found that one issue in Congress that scrambles every coalition in Washington completely at random, and I'm here for it. Now look, I will give you this. We've already been through this twice. Year-round daylight savings time during World War II, but there was a pretty big war going on, so all bets were off. When it came to the 1974 Nixon bill, that happened during the oil crisis. And it lasted less than a year. Kids really were getting hit by cars in the dark, and the whole country collectively said, no, put it back. So Congress, in the middle of Watergate, didn't really have the energy to debate it, so they agreed to reverse it. They couldn't agree that the president was a crook, but a 9 a.m. sunrise, that was a bridge too far. And all right, in the comments, I want you guys to pick your fighter and defend it. Permanent daylight savings, permanent standard time, or do we keep switching twice a year like some kind of sicko? Make your case below. The winner will receive absolutely nothing. I want to know which team you're on. Correct side or the wrong side? Or are you lying to yourself and saying, it's fine the way it is? Or you could be that barbaric person that wants to split the baby and move everything 30 minutes. Now, Trump has weighed in on this, obviously, because he called clock change a ridiculous twice-yearly production. And honestly, amen, sir. Hell yeah. Perhaps the only thing that he'll ever be right on. But my favorite Trump quote in years about this is what he told reporters when they first asked him about the time change. He said, a lot of people like it one way. A lot of people like it the other way. It's very even. Quote, and usually I find when that's the case, what else do we have to do? Mr. President, what else do we have to do? I have a list. Essentially, that list is its own YouTube channel, posting 4 videos daily that tries to remind Donald Trump of the list of crap he needs to fix. And look, this thing does get a little dumber because, as I mentioned, 19 states have already passed permanent daylight savings times laws. They passed, signed, done. And yet those laws have just sat there because none of them can take effect until Congress amends one federal law from 1966. 19 states did their homework years ago, made up their minds. Some had voter support. And Congress is still holding the damn thing hostage. It is Groundhog Day up there, except Bill Murray's character is now played by 535 separate people. Nobody ever learns anything, and that overnight reset happens at a different time for everybody. Look, at this point, while I do have a preference, I don't really care which one they pick. Standard, daylight, that cursed half-hour thing, flip a damn coin and stop making me renegotiate with my beloved coffee maker twice a year about the fundamental nature of time, which is an illusion. Lunchtime doubly so. It's from my 3rd favorite movie, by the way. And while Congress wages holy war over which fake son you deserve, subscribe so that you can keep hearing me yell about this and everything else that they'd rather you didn't notice. Oh, and 2 Bill Murray references in one video, just to round it out to 3, from my 2nd favorite movie. I'm going to go on an overnight drunk, and in 10 days, I'm going to set out to find the shark that ate my friend and destroy it. Anyone who wants to tag along is more than welcome. And that's why you should subscribe.